My name is Benjamin Poole, and when I was 23, I gave my life savings to a broker who lost it all. But this taught me an invaluable lesson. I needed to educate myself to make my own financial decisions. Fast forward 20 years, I am no longer living paycheck to paycheck, and I want to share everything I've learned with you. Welcome to Financially Fit. Welcome to Financially Fit. My name is Benjamin Poole, and today I'm going to go over two charts with you, SE and Ford. So let's go ahead and hop over to the SE chart. So this is one of the charts that I showed you guys last Wednesday. All right, so there was this big resistance line that I showed you. Wednesday, we had a pretty big sell-off day, and Thursday was a continuation of that. So as you can see, that the Thursday and Friday, it actually got below that line, but it didn't close below and it didn't confirm, which means that the trade was still good. All right, so if you guys didn't get in on Wednesday and you guys got in on Thursday or Friday, that's even better. So you guys have a little bit better of an average. So here's what I'm looking at, right? So you still have this big red bar candle that all this price action is staying in between. All right, so now we have this red bar that we're trying to get through. So if we get to the top of here and we're consolidating, then you're going to get a pretty big pullback. You can actually get a pullback all the way back down to this red bar. So if you were long and you got in at the bottom, that's about a 10% move. And so there's two options for you, right? You can either take half off the table and let the other half ride, put your stop at break even, or you could take it all off the table knowing that this is going to be a hard level, hard resistance. And then if it got back down to this level here, you could actually repurchase it. Or you could say, all right, well, it's gotten all this sideways consolidation inside of this red bar. So I'm actually going to wait until it gets to this level, which is right around $42, and wait for it to pull back there. So there's a couple different options for you guys. Just know that if it breaks below this trend line and it confirms below it, then that is a solid stop out for you guys. So if it continues this sideways consolidation, it gets above this level, it can actually, and it closes and confirms, it can actually get up to this $46, $45 level, which will be actually additional resistance, but it could get up there. And so you're looking at a pretty solid move from 38 all the way up to $45. Okay? So then I would take some money off the table. You could let some more ride, or you can just take it all off the table and move on to the next trade. That's the beauty of swing trading, is you're trying to be in and out as many times as you can and taking profits along the way. Okay, so the next chart I want to show you guys is the chart of Ford. So I've got this awesome level on Ford. So I've got this pivot high right here, and it connects through this pivot high, and then this through this pivot low. And as you can see, the Ford actually started below it and dropped. So now this was support when the price action was above it, and now that it's below it, it acts as resistance. Then here it pierced, got above, and confirmed it. So now what we're going to wait for is we're going to wait for this retrace to what's called the scene of the crime, and then we can expect a bounce. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. This trend line right here connects this pivot low. This pivot low is going to be a lot of resistance. As you can see, it's hit it once, twice, and kissed it here, so 3 times. So as soon as it gets that bounce up here, you can actually expect a breakthrough of that line. And then ultimately it's going to get up to this level, which is around 1150. So the 1150 is going to be a gap fill. And all that means is the price ended here and then it started here. So the distance between here and here is what's the gap. And as soon as it gets up to this level, that's filling the gap, which means that all these people were in it at this level or above, and then the price dropped, and so they're feeling a lot of pain. which means that when it gets back up to their break even, they're probably going to cut their losses, and that's what shoots the stock market or the stock down. Okay, so again, if this line were to break below it again, then we can expect further downside, and it'll probably come down back down to this $9.75 level, and then could potentially go further. So right now we're just kind of waiting to see what Ford is going to do, and then we're going to take additional action. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will see you next time on Financially Fit.